Video walkthrough in Keystone Cougar. Start in the back, you're pre-wired for a backup camera. Now this does not have a backup camera. That's gonna have to be a separate purchase. And then it does use power off the marker lights up there, so the running lights on your tow vehicle need to be on for the camera to be on. Short cord, it's your short cord. Just twist the lock. You can even screw this little extra bit in for extra security. And it's about 25-30 feet long. You got a receiver back here, but it's not for towing anything. It's got a 300-pound limit. It says it right here. In case you don't believe me, I've had people not believe me. I'm for like a ladder, not a ladder rack, a battery rack, what am I thinking? Bike rack. Bike rack, one of those big racks so you can have extra coolers or larger supplies you can't carry inside. Do have a ladder, so you can go on the roof. It is a walkable roof. I definitely recommend going up there every once in a while, just inspecting it, making sure it looks good. Storage here. Black tank right here, right underneath there, with a handle for it. And the gray tank handle is right there. Definitely make sure those handles are all the way closed before you take your cap off. And then I recommend doing your black tank first, letting that get all the way dumped. Once that's all the way dumped, then I do the gray, so I can flush out my sewer hose, so I don't have to carry around a sticky sewer hose. And then you can store your sewer hose in that compartment little thing right there. Fridge vents, just for airflow, just keep them clean. Look in here. Every once in a while, I'll take these panels off, clean back there, and make sure they look good. Fresh fill. So you fill your onboard fresh tank, open this up, set your hose in there, start filling it up. You use your pump to run off your fresh tank. Definitely recommend draining it after every trip. You don't want it sitting half full of water for weeks because it'll get smelly and stagnant. So your drain for it is right there, that white handle. Water hookups, you have a quick disconnect shower, water heater bypass, you turn that to on when you're winterizing it. You have a winterization line right here, so if you have an old hose, you can screw into there, cut the end off of it off. Stick it in your gallon of antifreeze, turn your pump on, and instead of pulling from the fresh tank, it'll pull from that gallon of antifreeze. City water connection, this is where you're going to use the most of the time. This is where you're going to hook your hose up to, run off of city water pressure. You have a tank flush, so when you're dumping your black tank, you can hook your hose to here. And there's a little nozzle in the tank that can flush it out. And then you have a winterization, so when you want to pull from this winterization hookup, you turn this to winterize. You have a solar charge. You have to buy the kit you need, the Furrion kit. Does not come with it. Satellite and cable inputs right here, and a battery disconnect on or off. If you're going to store it plugged in to charge the battery, make sure the battery is connected, but if not, disconnect it so nothing uses your battery while you're away. And you can unscrew this cap right here and run all your hoses and whatnot up through here and then hook it in there so you don't have to have this compartment open. Right here, I'm going to show you this right now. That's how you use your leveling system. Step-by-step, well-written instructions, so you guys shouldn't have any issues figuring out how to use it. Turn it on. Hit auto level. While it's leveling, we'll move along. You have access to one of your propane tanks. The other one's on the other side with the regulator. Good information here. Tire pressure. Keep it at 80 psi. It's filled at 80 psi now, but you want to check it often. You can see your VIN, your gross vehicle weight rating. That's the most the trailer will ever weigh at max capacity. Cargo carrying capacity, it's in kilograms. You have to do the math. And the tire size if you need to order new tires. Docking lights for some lights up front. Then as well as a light over here. Cook compartment, access to tire and your battery. Definitely recommend taking your battery out in the winter. Save it from the cold. Other side of that propane. This right here is your regulator. You can see this up here, this little black thing. It's pointing this way. So if you follow the line, it's going to pull from this tank first. If you had the other one on, once this one were to be empty, this is going to automatically switch. A little diaphragm in here will open up, causing it to switch to pull from the other tank. However, This selector up here doesn't move, indicating what tank it's switched to. So keep that in mind. And then some people have it in the middle thinking it's going to pull from both tanks equally. It doesn't work that way. It's one or the other. Open this up. Other side of that storage compartment. TV mount, if you want to have a swivel TV mount that works with this. Satellite cable outlet out here. GFCI outlet here, as well as one over there. All your GFCIs are on the same circuit. If one's going to trip, they're all going to trip. Right here, your brains for your in-command system. Don't touch it, don't fiddle with it, don't open it, don't do anything out back there. Auto level beep saying it's done. So when you're ready to hook up, say when you want to hook up and you're already level, you can go whoop, auto retract all, hook your truck up, hit that, it's going to retract all the jacks, even the front one. But if you're just retracting it, to retract it, hit auto retract rear, enter, to retract the rear ones. And then when you want to raise and lower the front, because you're trying to raise and lower it to get on your truck, hit front, it's going to, hit front, it's going to raise the front, hit retract, and then front again, it's going to lower the front. So that's if you were going to raise and lower it to get it on your truck. Let's continue auto retracting rear. All right, let's move along. Exhaust for your furnace, just keep it clean. Clean in here often. They do make screens for it. They don't recommend you run them with the screen on, but people do anyways. It's good for keeping the road debris out and like nests from animals being built in there. Open this. Access to your water heater. First thing you'll have to do is put your anode rod in. That's your drain. Getting it tight by hand. 1 1/16 is the socket size. That's what I use. A little short socket with an extension. Tighten it with a ratchet. As soon as you get that in, when you hook up water to it, it'll be good to fill. To get filled. Now, like your fresh tank, I definitely recommend draining it after every trip. You don't want it sitting half full of water. So, before you take the plug out to drain it, open up your pressure relief. Let all the water squirt out of here. A bunch of water will come out. Once it stops coming out, snap it closed. Then you can take this off. If you neglect to do that first, you're going to get a hot bath if you've been running it. If you haven't turned it on yet, there's still pressure in there. You'll still get water squirt out of you. If you want it on electric, make sure that switch is on. But it is controlled from the inside as well, so having it out here isn't going to do anything. Just make sure it is on out here. And then I definitely recommend cleaning up in here. I'm down in there quite often, about 3 or 4 times a year. Cover on, super simple. We got pegs down in here. Push that one in, get that one in. Oop. Slide it on, pull this out, twist it. This right here is just a tank vent for your water heater. Not water heater, fresh tank. So that's allowing the air to escape as you fill it with water. The air has to go somewhere. Alright, that's pretty much it for the outside. We'll make our way to the inside. First thing I'm going to do is turn this radio off. Well, I'll have to open the slide out first. Right here is your in-command panel. So right now your passcode is all zeros. If you wish to change it, go to Settings, go to Passcode, type in your old passcode, and then it'll ask you to type in a new one. If you do change it and you come in to get some work done, let somebody know so we can get that fixed. Then you can read fresh, black, gray 1 and gray 2 on here. Gray 2 is just going to be kitchen sink over there. You go to HVAC right here. Front AC, you don't have... Do you have a front AC? You do have a front AC, okay. Tap it, go to cool, and your fan mode is auto. Let's see if we can focus it. Auto, higher, lower, high. Auto is going to allow it to cycle on and off at your set temperature. So once the zone temperature reaches 65, it'll shut off and then it'll cycle on and off to help regulate that. It won't do that on high or low, it'll just keep running. And then you can turn it on fan, which will just run the fan on it. And then turn it off. We go to rear AC mode. Fan and cool work the same way, and then you have heat. That's for your furnace. It'll ask you to select source. Your only source is gas. And then fan, again, auto. And then you can set your temperatures for both your AC and your furnace here. Vent, you can open and close your vent. That is your vent right there. Because, you know, it's way in the ceiling and you can't reach it. So you can open and close it for here. So hit that, it'll open up. There's usually a delay. So, yep, I just heard it beep, but I might make sure it gets closed. And then you'll hit it again, sorry, for your mode. That puts you auto. That's going to know what to turn on. So if you had it set to 60, let's say it's set 68 and it's 90 degrees out during the day, your AC will kick on to bring it down to 68. But let's say if it drops to 40 degrees that night, it'll automatically know to turn the furnace on. You could do lights. You could do your bedroom and ceiling lights from here, as well as your awning lights. You can control your awning from here. So you got all your slide outs. Your awning can go out. For the sake of saving time, we won't go all the way out. They are adjustable. See where it says right there? Pull down to adjust pitch. You can pull it down and you can raise and lower one corner on both ends if you want to have water one off to the corner rather than all the way along the edge. If you do have it out and it's raining, watch how bad it's raining, how gusty the wind is. You don't want to rip the fabric or tear the arms off, and if you roll it in wet, as soon as you get the chance to roll it back out to let it dry. So we can open these ones pretty much all the way, but this slide, the main side, we can't because we have stuff on the other side of us. So. So that was Sofa Slide DS, and then I'm gonna do Sofa Slide ODS. ODS is off door side, so that's the side that doesn't have your entry door on. Also called your driver's side. Door side is your passenger side. And then bed side. The bed side will open up. Kitchen slide. Like I said, we can't go all the way open with these because we have stuff on the other end of us. Oil drums and equipment and whatnot. So kids, kind of bear with me. That's as far as I'm comfortable going, and then we'll check with the bedside to see how far that's opened. Oh, we got plenty more room. I just don't want to damage you guys' camper because I can't see where bedside. That's as far as I'll go. We'll start up here.
Speeches are out now on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get
I'm gonna look for your remotes for your stuff. Anyway, if they were smart, they would put them. See, no one does what I do and puts them right by where you would use them. Anyway, radio is super simple. It's also a HD DVD player, not a Blu-ray, just an HD DVD player. You have zones. Hit zone 1, turns the inside speakers off, just the outside ones on. Turn on outside ones, just the inside ones. You can see how that could be useful. Push and hold to save presets. You can pause, play, stop, rewind, fast forward. Also allows you to skip your radio channels. Bluetooth, hit that. Look for Furion DV3300 on your phone, and then pair it. It'll ask for a pin sometimes. It'll either be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, or all zeros. And then you have auxiliary, headphone jack, USB port here. Very simple. You have a TV right here with a lift for it. Let's see if the switch is on this side. Nope, it's on the other side. Actually, might be below here. They always put this right here. There's a hidden switch right in here. It's a TV lift. but you can raise and lower your TV. But for the sake of time, we won't go all the way up. But that's where your TV is. Both of these turn into beds. It's hard to do while filming and doing it one-handed, but unvelcro your cushions, set them aside, lift up here, pivot it out. There's legs you can unfold. There's no pins or anything, just unfold them. And then once that's all the way out and rested down, it'll kind of go out like that shape, like an upside down V. And then this will fold down. Spot for remotes, which is where I would have put them. I'll make sure I put them where I find them in there so you guys know exactly where they are. But these are recliners. You just pull up on the tabs here to recline. Coming over here, you have tank heaters. So you can keep your fresh and black tanks and gray tanks from freezing up if you're going in the winter. And then you have GFCI outlet here, and then more lights switch here. One on the right will do. Sorry. One on the left does these lights. One on the right does LEDs over there. I left your furnace on, and good thing I'm coming back here because there's more I needed to show you, and I forgot to show you. You have water pump. Turn that on and off your water pump, and then water heater. You can do gas, and electric. So you can run them both at once. If you're going to run electric, make sure there's water in the water heater. Fridge is super simple to use. You have on or off, auto or gas. You can see it right here. Oop. It says auto, but there's a little light below it. You can kind of see it in the corner right there. There it goes. So it's defaulting to 110. That's what it wants to use, so it'll run when you're plugged in. On auto, if someone were to trip over it, it'll automatically switch to running off of gas. Trip over your shore cord, that's what I mean by trip over it, or campground where lose power or anything. It'll switch automatically to running off of gas, propane. Or you can have it just to run off gas strictly. And then you can change your temperature by here. Now these don't work like your standard household fridge. A fridge this size is going to take anywhere from 8 to 12 hours to get to operating temperature. So keep that in mind. Breaker box for down here. All your breakers for your 110 volt appliances. All your fuses for your 12 volt. Definitely recommend carrying some spare 15 amp fuses. Microwave works just like your microwave at home. It's only going to work when you're plugged in. Cooktop, very simple, folding cooktop. Turn this to the flame, turn your sparker, lights right up. Your oven's a little bit differently. You turn this to the flame, push and hold. As you're pushing and holding, you're going to twist your sparker. What you're looking for is that pilot in there to get lit. Once the pilot is lit, you can then turn it to your desired temperature. And then you'll be good to go. If you don't feel like relighting your pilot again, when you want to cook, if you turn it off, but turn it to the flame, it shuts the burners off, leaves the pilot on. However, make sure you turn that pilot off before you go to bed. And then you do have a light switch, turns the lights on the knob on, and the light on in the oven on. Here's your remotes. You know what? I'll leave them here because that's a good spot for them. But you got a remote for your fireplace, so we can demonstrate your fireplace. Huh. Hold on a second. Why doesn't the fireplace work? Oh, there is also a power switch in that fireplace right there. There you go. Power on and off here. This will change your temperature. You can see it change there. Dimmer. You can dim the flame. This heat says no heat, low heat, high heat. And then timer. You can set a timer all the way from 0 hours to 8 hours. It is strictly electric. And it does push out a good amount of heat. So if it's getting a little chilly in here, but you don't want to quite run your furnace, that's going to be perfect for it. Then you have your remote for your TV, your radio / DVD player, the fireplace. These sink covers you can use as cutting boards. Just pick a side. So when you have them as sink covers, you don't see a bunch of cut marks all over them. Light switch in here. Click it up. Turns on and off the lights in here. The other one turns on and off. Where's it at? Oh, these LEDs up here. And then light switch here. Turns these on, and then this is dimmer. You just tap it. Turns on, tap it again, turns off, and then tap and hold. Allows you to dim it. coming in through here. Propane alarm, that's hardwired to the 12-volt system, so there's no batteries you have to worry about changing. If it starts chirping at you, that means your battery up front is starting to die. It's time to throw a new battery in it. I'm not throwing a new battery. Get your camper plugged in to charge that battery. Here is your Furrion brand Wi-Fi router. There isn't actually one here. It's just a blank plate. Go to the Furrion website, order that router, slide this off, slide the router on, then you pay a monthly fee through Furrion for internet access. It's quite pricey. I think it's like $60 a month for 10 gigs. Bathroom, light switch, turn on and off the lights in here. This is your main resettable GFCI. All your GFCIs, if they were to trip, this is the one you come and reset it off. Your shower is very simple. Let's see if I can't undo this one-handed. There you go. Slide it open. Hot, cold. You can turn on and off the water from the shower head. Very simple. These doors are magnetic. They latch to each other. When you do travel, make sure you do have this latched because you don't want these doors swinging all over the place freely. Toilet, super simple. As long as you're pushing this pedal, it's going to keep flushing. The nice thing about this toilet is it's porcelain, so it's a nice sturdy toilet. Another GFCI there. Spot to put a washer dryer combo. You can put in here. You have to get the combo. Access to the bedroom from either here or the other door over there. Bedroom light here. And then a TV in the bedroom with the remote in here. We'll put it here so it's not sliding. Outlet for if you wanted to have a DVD player or something for your TV here. Plenty of storage in here. Light switch on that side. Right over here. Carbon monoxide alarm again. 9-volt batteries. Just like your smoke alarm stuff that starts getting the low voltage chirps. Throw yourself a new battery in it. And then good amount of closet space in here. Stuff below. And then your bed does lift up for storage underneath. Alrighty then. Let's cut through here. That pretty much concludes the video tour of your Cougar. Hope you guys found this video informative. I hope you guys enjoy using this camper. I really like these front living ones the best. So I hope you guys like it. Again, hope you found this video informative, and goodbye.